In a conversation lately about women not being approached as much and them feeling a way about it. And I just wanted to give a little bit of my thoughts. So, for one, when it comes to being approached, if you want to be approached, you need to be approachable at all times. And I feel like a lot of our women don't realize how unapproachable we come off and how unapproachable we are. To me, if you're walking around all day, every day, not smiling, not looking friendly, who wants to approach you? Who would want to approach anyone that doesn't look approachable, doesn't look friendly, doesn't look complimentary? Who would do that? I wouldn't. And that goes with anything. Even if you want to ask someone a question, let's say you're in a store and you're looking for an item. If the person doesn't look like they want to be bothered, you kind of have like a feeling in your chest, in your stomach, where you kind of feel kind of burdened to ask. And a lot of times you'll just deflect and try to find it on your own because that person looks so unapproachable. It's the same thing with us women. And the thing is too, like with being approached, and I was telling a girlfriend of mine this the other day, about the importance of looking your best at all times. I go out, I see people in the store, I get it. I'm not saying that we're always going to look like a 10, but you should try your best to at all times. I don't care if you're just going on a quick store run, you're going to check the mail. You should always look your best and like you're ready to be approached, and always look like your best self and not be a reflection of what you're going through. Even if you're having a hard day, you should still smile. You should still be presentable, because you never know when you're going to meet a great guy. You never know where your potential husband might be or might come across. You just don't know. So it's kind of like one of those things where if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You just have to stay ready and always be in the mindset that anytime you walk out of the door, you want to be approachable, especially in a time where men don't have to approach. Sex is easily accessible. You can buy it, you can order it, you can date for it, you could just call someone up and get it. I mean, we've made it so accessible, and us women nowadays, we're so easy, and we're on the internet basically showing how easy we are, just giving out game. And a lot of us, we go on dates and we just spill our guts, and you're basically telling a guy everything that he needs to know in order to get in between your legs. You're just giving him the blueprint. And we do that. We do that. So, just being approachable is so important, and looking like how.
Let me stop it right there. So yeah, so I totally agree. And this is also the other thing that I noticed is the reason why a lot of women are not getting approached. I noticed that a lot of times nowadays, for the last few years, I mean the last about 5, 6 years, especially the last few years, is nowadays a lot of women, the moment they walk out of the house, they're talking on the phone, they're running their mouth on the phone to the moment that they get back to the house. So already a lot of guys don't have confidence anyway, but you're running your mouth on the phone. So the guy would have to have extreme confidence for him to just don't care and still go up there to talk to you. Like I do a lot of sales, and then if I see a hot woman, I don't care whether she's on the phone or not. But a lot of guys aren't like that. So just by you just not being on your phone, that also makes you more approachable.
You want to be treated. I watch people on these shows and I just see people out in my everyday life, and it's like, if you're dressed in booty shorts and a bonnet, if you're dressed like
One
sleep,
second.
you're gonna.
And that's the worst. Like I said, so women in bonnets. The first thing that I think is okay, you ain't took a shower, you haven't cleaned yourself up. Yeah. So I mean, back in the day, whenever you left the house, you had to represent for your family. That's how it was before. And just like how Monique got it a whole bunch of slack by her telling the women to don't go outside with their body on, and I totally agree. So yeah, just having your body on, having on pajamas, it looked like you didn't wash yourself up. And a lot of times you
And
didn't.
look like sleep. You're gonna look like, oh, this is someone I want to sleep with. They're dressed in PJs, they're dressed promiscuous, they're dressed whatever. That's how you're gonna be treated as such. So look like the results that you want to have. Looking the part should be the easiest thing. And just so many of us, we put effort into our looks, but we don't put the right effort. We don't know how.
I just stop right there. I got a little story for y'all. What you just said right now, this reminds me of back when I was, I think it was about 19, 20. I had this one girlfriend, and she actually does hair. And at one time, she actually was staying with me. And then, like, even when I met her, her hair wasn't done, but I think she was cute or whatever. But a lot of women too. I gotta say this though. Now, some of y'all finna get mad, but it's the truth. So a lot of women, just because, especially the younger women though, they figure it's because okay, I have a beautiful face. I don't have to have my hair done, so you go outside looking like a mess. And sometimes she actually did do that. So yeah, and then I think about how one time when she was staying with me, like whenever my mom would see her and her hair wasn't done, it's like, man, I'm not gonna say her name, but mom was like, man, I think so you do hair, you should be looking on point, period. And think that's not enough, about you just saying that you're cute or thinking you're cute and thing, but you're not having your hair should be on point, especially if you do hair. So that just come down to this, you just being right, like whenever I go somewhere, I always make sure that my hair is nice, my clothes is nice, everywhere I go. Because people do judge a person first off of how they look.
To dress, we don't know how to best present ourselves, even on a lot of these dating shows. I'm like, wow, is this the best that you had to wear? Is this the best look that you could have presented? And that's what we do. We just present.
Ordering to no, I think what it is most of them are just using guys to just go out on dates so they can just get some food to eat because they don't want to cook. So that's the new thing that a lot of women are doing. They're using guys on dates, But I tell you guys all the time, if a woman really likes you and says so you ain't got to spend no money, I say make her earn that first date. So I mean the first date should be free. And then you can really see that she's just trying to use you. She a gold digger, want to use it for a free meal. Your first date should be at some type of museum, meet her somewhere somewhere that's free. Make the first date free, something like that. Because and then you can see if she really like you. So that's some free game right there.
Whatever, and then we complain when we get whatever. I promise you, you're going to get the results that you qualify for. I promise you that. How you look is how you're going to be treated. How you present yourself, how you carry yourself. You're going to get results off of that, whether that be good or bad. So the results you're getting is the reflection of what you're presenting. If you present better, I promise you, you will get better, but you're not. And
Speaking of present, so just like with me being a trainer, I tell the women that the average Black American woman is 187 pounds. So the women are bigger than the guys. The average American woman is 170. So right from the gate, you're too big. So yeah, you can get guys. Most guys don't have standards. So ordering to the other thing is, which I'm gonna say this though, somebody finna get mad, but especially when it comes down to black men, okay, so a lot of times the fat falls in the fun places, the breast, the butt, okay, so it's in the fun places, so but y'all still need to tone up, so it's like, yeah, and then once again, most guys don't have standards, so a lot of guys will have sex with anybody, but if you want to have that top tier guy or that guy with some confidence and some standards, he gonna want you to have your look in order.
it's so simple. Pay attention to yourself. You have to be very self aware, very analytical about yourself. You should know all of your flaws. You should know all of your shortcomings. You should know every blemish on your face.
And the best thing that you ladies should do is you need to have a good male friend that's going to tell you the truth. So I mean, it's nice that she's the woman she's saying this, but a lot of women aren't like her. So a lot of women will just lie to you because they see you as competition. Perfect example: if you have a female friend and she know how to get the balling guys and guys with the money to pay her bills and do stuff for her, she ain't finna give you her top notch game because she don't want you to be her competition. So if you had a coach, if you had a male coach like myself, I'm not competing with you. So I want to see you shine. So I'm gonna tell you the truth so you can make me look good and you can just, get to where you're going. So my main thing is to keep basically my job at the training is I saw the upgrade. But the woman has to be coachable and she has to be smart enough to say, okay, He's not a therapist, so I'm not concerned with your feelings. I'm concerned about you getting the outcome that you want.
You should know every single thing that you have to work on. You need to know your best attributes and know how to show that and know how to cover up or tone down some of your worst. You need to constantly be a work of self and you will get those results. But as long as you are looking ratchet, acting ratchet, presenting yourself a certain way, men are not going
And unfortunately, that's the other norm. Like I said, just the ratchetness and the hood rat epidemic is out of control. There's so many hood rats now. Oh my god, this is just because of love and hip hop, and that changed everything. Just oh my god.
to approach you, and understandably so.
And
Men
basically, I'm gonna go break down the whole thing about the hood rat though. So it's a whole bunch of hood rats that they're in school and have college degrees. So the hood rat's all about trying to be as somebody and get over. That's the whole mindset of a hood rat. Always trying to be as somebody, thinking you can outstick somebody, thinking you can get away with something. That's the mindset of a hood rat.
have a million reasons why they shouldn't approach us. A lot of us women are walking liabilities. A lot of us have debt. A lot of us have mental problems. A lot of us are abusive in a lot of ways and don't even know it. And I mean, it goes on and on, all of our flaws. And on top of that, a lot of us play games. We've, like, us as women, as the collective, we've gotten people killed, we've gotten people incarcerated, we've gotten like look at what women have done as a society. We put brothers against one another, we put friends against one another, whether we knew it or did it intentionally or not. Like, we've created those sins, we've done those things, and a lot of us get on the internet and brag about it. And even on a lower scale, a lot of women play men to go on dates. A lot of women will go on dates just to get a meal and then get online and brag about it. And we're those same men watching the same internet that we watch. They see that stuff. They see, oh wow, this is the game. A lot of women actually aren't going on dates to meet a person. A lot of them are going on dates to get a meal for them, sometimes ordering meals for their kids. A lot of us have displayed behavior that what sensible, self-respecting man would be eager to approach women who have presented themselves this way, as users, as abusers, as nasty people who are ungrateful. And it's all over the internet. Women being ungrateful, women using men, women being manipulative, women being nasty, women being vindictive. It's everywhere. So why would they approach us? What are you gonna do to stand out from the rest? To not look like you are a part of this collective that does these things? What are you going to do to be different? You cannot be like everyone else, because we have made a very bad representation of what we are, because we don't call it out. We don't speak against it. A lot of us find it entertaining. We laugh, we chuckle like it's a game. And then you're upset that you're not being approached anymore. Why would a man be crazy enough to approach women where this is what we are representing ourselves to be? Nothing positive. On top of the economy is bad, and a lot of people don't have recreational money to just be throwing around to some ungrateful broad. They
Exactly.
just don't. And why don't we understand that? We have to do better. And that starts with our looks, our appearance, how we carry ourselves, and then it trickles down to our heart and our spirit. We have to do better, and we have to be better, and we have to stop blaming men, because it's not on them. It's on us. We are bringing our most ugly and just worst representations of ourselves, from the looks to the words to the behavior to the demeanor. A lot of us walk around and we can't even smile. We can't even hold the door. We can't, if somebody's walking behind you, I don't care if you're a woman, hold the door open. It's respect, it's courtesy. We can't even do that. We can't even just look pleasant. We just act like, oh my gosh, these men just deserve our butts to kiss, and they don't. They don't. Playtime is over. Men are not putting up with our crap no more. So you're either going to get into it or you're going to get lost. I love y'all.
Yeah, real talk, y'all. So man, so I definitely commend that beautiful sister, but she is so on point, y'all. So so I
So,
definitely agree with her. I've been saying the same thing, so but ladies, so you have to think about it like this though. Why should a man pick you? Damn near most of you all want the same kind of man, and you want the same man. The man that he's 6 foot, he packing, he making 100,000. He's, I mean, not 6 foot. 6 foot ain't enough. You want a guy my height. You want him 6'5", 6 foot. But yeah, but it all comes down to what is he getting? Why should he pick you? So take the time to figure out, okay, I want, I like this kind of guy. This is how I can add value to him. Find out what the man that you want wants and present him a hell of a deal that will just set you aside from most women. So I y'all, so ladies, so especially if you want to get that look right. So I've been a trainer for 10 years. I specialize in training the glutes. I'm a certified glutes specialist. So ladies, if you want to get that backside looking good from behind, so you feel comfortable when a man approach you from behind. So yeah, or you want to just tone your whole body, period. You want to get your eating habits in order. You can fill out my application and me or somebody from my team will get back to you to see as if you're a good fit. You all can support my channel by getting my bands, my ankle bands, booty bands, power bands, and like, share, and subscribe. And send this video to a friend that you care about, or a friend who's single who's looking for a man, or a friend who want to get her body right and she's overweight and she want to tone up or she want to just improve. I love you all, and remember, God wants you healthy and fit, and the devil wants you to procrastinate and make excuses and say you got so much going on and just live for a pleasure in a